After the funeral, Ama doesn't get out of bed for almost 2 weeks. She only gets up to go to the bathroom, drink water, and occasionally eat one of those Mexican cookies that taste like styrofoam. She's been wearing the same loose and frumpy nightgown, and I'm almost positive she hasn't taken a shower this entire time, which is scary because Ama is the cleanest person I know. Her hair is always washed and neatly braided, and her clothes, even when they're old, are patched, ironed, and spotless. When I was 7, Ama found out I hadn't showered for 5 days, so she dunked me in a scalding hot tub and scrubbed me with a brush until my skin ached. She told me that girls who don't wash their junk get horrible infections, so I never skipped showering again. Maybe I'm the one who needs to throw Ama into the tub now. Appa works all day, then sits on the couch with a bottle of beer like usual. In fact, he even sleeps on it now. It's probably molded to his body at this point. He hasn't said much to me this whole time, which is not that different from before. Sometimes he barely says hello. Could it be that my own father hates my guts? He wasn't that much more affectionate toward Olga, but she definitely tried harder. When Appa came home from the factory, she'd bring out his foot bath. She'd kneel down, place his feet gently inside, and massage them. They never said a word during this daily ritual. I can't imagine touching him like that. The apartment is a disaster, since Ama and Olga were the ones who did all the cleaning. We have roaches, but because Ama mopped every single day, it didn't feel that disgusting. Now the dirty dishes are piled high, and the kitchen table is covered with crumbs. The roaches are probably rejoicing. And the bathroom? It should be burned to the ground. I know I should clean, but whenever I look at the mess, I think, what's the point? Nothing feels like it has a point anymore. I don't want to bother my parents because they have enough to worry about, but I'm so hungry and tired of eating nothing but tortillas and eggs. A few days ago, I tried to make beans, but they never softened, even though I boiled them for 3 hours. I nearly cracked my teeth on one. I had to throw away the whole pot, which is a sin according to Ama. I hope my aunts bring over more food. This is the only time I wish I would have let my mother teach me how to cook. But I hate the way she hovers over me and criticizes my every move. I'd rather live in the streets than be a submissive Mexican wife who spends all day cooking and cleaning. Appa hasn't eaten much either. The other day he brought home a brick of Chihuahua cheese and a stack of tortillas, so we ate quesadillas for several days, but we've run out now. Yesterday I got desperate and boiled some old potatoes and ate them with nothing but salt and pepper. We didn't even have butter. It's gotten so bad that I've started daydreaming about dancing hamburgers. A slice of pizza could probably make me weep with happiness. I peek inside my parents' bedroom, and the sour smell nearly knocks me over. A mix of unwashed hair, gas, and sweat. Ama, I whisper. No answer. Ama, I say again, louder. Still nothing. I finally step inside the room completely. The smell is so awful that I have to breathe through my mouth. I wonder if Ama is ever going back to work. What if the rich assholes she cleans for decide to fire her? Now that Olga is gone and can't pitch in, what are we going to do? I'm not old enough to get a job. Ama! I finally yell. I turn on the light. She gasps. What? What do you want? She says, her voice blurry with sleep. She covers her eyes with her hands. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Please leave me alone. I want to rest. You haven't eaten or taken a shower in a really long time. How do you know? Are you here watching me every hour of the day? Your tia came by and gave me soup yesterday. I'm fine. It smells terrible in here. I'm starting to get worried. How can you live like this? Funny how my slob of a daughter is suddenly concerned with cleanliness. When have you ever cared about that before? Ama has always given me attitude for my messiness, but this is unlike her. Olga was the clean one, she adds, in case it didn't sting enough. She has compared me to my sister every single day of my life, so why should I expect that to change now that she's dead? Olga's gone now. All you have is me. Sorry. Silence. I want Ama to tell me that she loves me and that we'll get through this together. But she doesn't. I stand there like a dope, waiting and waiting for her to say something that will make me feel better. When I realize she's not going to, I dig through her wallet on the dresser, take out a $5 bill, and slam the door. After searching every crevice of my room, I manage to find $4.75 in change. I'll be able to buy 3 tacos and a large horchata, which isn't much, but it will do. If I have to eat one more plain tortilla or boiled potato, I swear I'll cry. I slip out the back door to avoid Apa in the living room. Not that he'd even ask or notice. Now I have a ghost father and ghost sister. The taco place is bright with fluorescent lighting and smells like grease and pine sol. I've never eaten alone at a restaurant, and it makes me nervous. I can feel everyone watching me. They probably think I'm a loser for eating alone. The waitress gives me a funny look, too. I bet she thinks I'm not going to tip her, but I'll prove her wrong. I may be young, but I'm not dumb. I order 2 tacos de asada and 1 al pastor with extra lines. The smell of fried meat and grilled onion makes my mouth water. When the tacos arrive, I try to eat them slowly, but end up inhaling them with desperation. Not only am I bad at cooking, I'm bad at being hungry. I'm always convinced I'm going to faint when my stomach starts to grumble. Each bite of the taco shoots a rush of pleasure through my body. I guzzle the bucket-sized horchata until I feel sick. When I get back home, Ama is in the kitchen with a towel wrapped around her head, drinking tea. She's freshly showered and smells like fake roses. She's finally ditched her nightgown and is wearing her white robe. The sudden sight of her clean and functioning almost scares me. She doesn't ask me where I've been, which has never, ever happened. She always wants to know where I am and who I'm with. She asks a million questions about my friends' parents. What part of Mexico they're from, what church they go to, where they work. But today, nothing. I wonder if she can smell the meat and onion in my clothes and hair. I can usually predict what Ama is going to say, but this time I'm not at all prepared. She takes a loud slurp of her tea, which always gets on my nerves, and tells me I'm going to have a quinceañera. My heart stops. Wait, what? A party. Don't you want a nice party? My sister just died and you want to throw me a party? I'm already 15. I must be dreaming. I never got to give Olga a quinceañera. It's something I'll always regret. So you're going to use me to make yourself feel better? Ay, Julia, what is wrong with you? What kind of girl wouldn't want to celebrate her 15th birthday? So ungrateful. She shakes her head. Plenty is wrong with me, and she knows it. But I don't want one. You can't make me. Ama tightens her robe. That's too bad. It's a waste of money. I bet Olga would have wanted you to help me with college instead. You don't know anything about what Olga would have wanted, she says, and takes another slurp of tea. Appa is watching the news in the living room. I can hear the news anchor say something about a mass grave found in Mexico. He always turns the volume way up when Amma and I are arguing, as if he's trying to drown us out. This doesn't make any sense. I'm already 15. Who's even heard of such a thing? I start pulling on my hair, which is what I do when I feel panicky. We'll have it in May in the church basement. I already called the priest. It'll be available by then, she says, matter-of-factly. May? Are you joking? I turned 16 in July. Why would you do that? You can't call that a quinceañera. I start pacing. I feel short of breath. You'll still be 15, won't you? Yeah, but that's not the point. This is so stupid. I shake my head and look at the ground. The point is having a nice party with your family. But my family doesn't even like me. And I don't want to wear a big, ugly dress. And the dancing. Oh my God. The dancing. The thought of spinning in circles in front of all my idiot cousins makes me want to run away from home and join the circus. What are you talking about? Everyone loves you. Don't be so dramatic. No, they don't. They all think I'm weird, and you know that. I stare at the cheap replica of the Last Supper next to the cabinets. It's so old that Jesus and his posse are starting to fade into light yellows and greens. That's not true. Amma furrows her brow. Well, either way, you can't call it a quinceañera. Yes, I can. It's tradition. Amma's jaw tightens, and her eyes narrow in a way that tells me I'm not going to win. Where are you going to get the money? Don't worry about it. How can I not worry? That's all you ever talk about. I said, it's not your problem. Do you understand? Amma's voice gets quiet, which is even scarier than when she yells. This fucking sucks, I say, and kick the stove so hard the pans rattle. Watch your mouth, or I'll slap you so hard I'll break your teeth. Something tells me she's not exaggerating.